guys? It's Kayla and welcome back to my channel for some more otome games. Today I am so excited because Barricade has just released. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning waiting for the release and it's finally here. I got my chocolate, some coffee, and I am ready to play with you guys. I am so excited. This guy on the cover with the navy blue hair is literally the reason I'm so excited for this game. So yeah, please enjoy this first episode and let me know if you'd like me to keep on playing. Oh my gosh, this is so cute! Yes! Oh my gosh! This is so exciting! Okay, press any button. Love the art direction.
Barricade, new stage.
Okay, I had to play with the settings a little bit, but I'm back. Let's go. A young lady from a wealthy family always seeks a man of suitable high status to be her husband. I suspect that is a universal truth. I certainly believed it. In other words, since I was the only heir to the wealthy and influential Tojo family, it was expected that one day I would take a similarly wealthy man as my husband. That was my lot, and I wasn't especially dissatisfied with it. I'd come to terms a long time ago. And yet, how did this happen? I love the plot so far. I'm so excited. Oh, it won't let me skip it. Well, since we're here, this is the guy I love, Ichiya. Oh, he's just so cute. The deeply affectionate. Oh, I like that too. There's another blue-haired guy I like too, but it's more of a turquoise. I think his name's Nayuta. Here he is. Ah, he's so cute. I love his character design. I think the art is the reason I like this game so much. Like, the art is top-notch. I like the contrast. It looks different than most of the otome titles that have come out lately. Oh my gosh, Ichiya and Nayuta can get it any day of the week. Let's go! September 1st, 7 a.m., the Tojo family estate.
失礼いたします。おはようございます、お嬢様。
I love our room! We're in Ojo-sama. Good morning.
おかばんはこちらに置かせていただきます。他に必要なものはございますか？
No, that will be all. Thank you. I had some extra materials to take with me to school, likely because it was the first day of a new semester. I think she might be 17, maybe 18? I don't know. Glancing sidelong at the pile, I nonchalantly asked the servant a question. Would you happen to know where Kasuga is?
お車の用意をしております。じきにこちらに参りますよ、お嬢様。
I thought I heard a hint of indulgent patience in his voice, like an adult reassuring a petulant child. His pleasant gaze made me feel a little awkward, so I casually looked away. Oh, is that right? That's good then. You may go now. I kind of picture her like the main character in, what's it called? Inu X Boku SS. I don't know, she's giving me the vibes.
かしこまりました。では、失礼させていただきます。
How long does he intend to make me wait? After I made sure to be ready early, too. I glared at the door and sighed impatiently.
失礼いたします。
Kasuga? Who is this now? I tamped down the urge to snap, "You're late," and kept my expression calm as I greeted him.
おはようございます、お嬢様。すっかり準備はお済みのようですね。
I am. Is it time already?
いえ、まだ少し余裕はありますが。
Not her being so obvious.
いつもより張り切っておられますね。新学期が始まってご友人と会われるのがそんなに楽しみですか？
Not particularly. No. Oh, she's a total Zoom today. I love her.
なるほど。では。そうですか。私は思っていた以上にお嬢様に愛されていたのですね。
What?
登校前のわずかな間とはいえ、この春日と話す時間を作ってくださったとは大変感激でございます。
Don't flatter yourself. I only happen to be ready particularly early. It's pure coincidence.
おや、そうでしたか。それは失礼をいたしました。
Kasuga's eyes slid away from mine and I could tell he was hiding a smile. What's with that smug know-it-all look? Why am I so upset, you ask? Well, my problem started right before the beginning of summer vacation. What? You're going to study abroad?
はい。イギリスの執事専門学校でより専門的な知識を学びたく。
England? But why now? You've served as my personal butler for almost 8 years. Is she in love with him? This is interesting.
だからこそですよ。お嬢様が成人なさる前に私もスキルアップしておきませんと。
Skin it up? Is it just me or is she like the cutest MC ever? I love her. Well, I think your skills are perfectly competent now.
大変嬉しいお言葉ですが、私も若輩の身、周りの目もございます。箔があって困ることはありません。短期集中講座ですから、ちょうど夏休みの丸1ヶ月ほど留守にさせていただきます。そういうわけで、夏休みのバカンスにはご一緒できませんが、不自由がないようすべて整えておきますので。
If you aren't here, I'm not going anywhere.
あまりわがままをおっしゃらないでください。お嬢様のバカンスに合わせて暇を取る使用人たちもいるのですよ。ご理解いただけますね。
As if you'll listen to me if I say no.
何か
Okay, fine. Go already. Thanks to him informing me of his imminent departure only after it was a done deal, I spent my summer vacation almost entirely alone. Just thinking about it made me want to grind my teeth. If I didn't do something to vent my irritation, I was sure I would pop. I fixed Kasuga with what I hoped was a withering? I don't know what she's trying to say there. Was a withering glare and said, I was highly inconvenienced while you were absent, Kasuga.
はい。大変申し訳ございませんでした。
I had trouble getting in touch with you too, yet for some odd reason you didn't seem to have any problems hearing about me.
何かと立て込んでおりまして。せめてお嬢様のご様子だけでも把握しておかなければ不安でしたから。
You're finally home after gallivanting all summer, but it's the last day of my vacation, and it's late at night. I hardly get to say hello before it's lights out.
お嬢様の睡眠時間を確保するのは最優先事項ですので。
I prefer for my feelings to have priority over my schedule every so often. Like, does she like him? Is that what's going on right now? Because he's not a love option. Venting my irritation left me too exhausted to give voice to my innermost thoughts. Kasuga had been my personal butler for 8 years. His trip to England marked the longest span of time the two of us had ever separated. I wish that someone had taken that small fact into consideration.
お寂しい思いをさせてしまい、本当に申し訳ございませんでした。戻ったからには、一刻も早くお嬢様のお役に立てるようにと気がせいてしまい、現状確認に努めておりまして、いえ、すべて言い訳ですね。今後はより一層精進してまいります。どうかお許しください。
Kasuga stood there waiting for me to say something. Shaming him further would simply be cruel. He did go off to study for my sake after all. Now that you've returned, I'm going to ask you to work hard to make up for your absence. Am I understood?
もちろんです。お嬢様のお世話は私の役目。誰にも譲ったりはいたしません。
I wonder if she likes him, and then when the situation happens where she has to court these other guys, they have a really hard time winning her over because she's already in love with her butler. I don't know, just a guess, just a guess. Good then. With things mended between us, Kasuga glanced at the time and then picked up my bags. Turning to me, he said,
では、そろそろ参りましょう。車の用意も整っておりますので。
Sorry if I'm pressing off. I'm like trying to make sure I'm clicking at the right times, but it's kind of hard. I followed behind him, walking out the gates of the estate. Stopping, I turned to look behind me. The Tojo family estate. In some circles, gaining permission to step across this threshold was a sign of prestige. But for me,
お嬢様。
I'm coming! Despite being a woman, I was still the family's sole heir. There was no question my family cared for me. I was being raised well as both a daughter and the Tojo's line successor. My mini servants treated me fondly. It wasn't as if I had no one I could rely on. And yet, inside that mansion, there was only one person I truly regarded as my steadfast ally, Kasuga. He quickly became thus when he was appointed as my butler 8 years prior. Variable Barricade. St. Agnes Girls Academy? September 1st, 8 a.m., St. Agnes Academy for Girls.
それでは、行ってらっしゃいませ。
Thank you. Oh, and one more thing, Kasuga. Today's schedule is only opening ceremonies and a short homeroom. I'll be finished sooner than usual.
存じております。それと、お嬢様。いえ、何でもございません。
What?
新学期を迎える節目の日でございます。しっかりと気を引き締めてくださいね。たとえ何が起きようとも。
What's gonna happen, Kasuga? What on earth did he mean by that? Before I could reply, he gave me a gentle push to send me on my way. Confused, I began to walk.
見て、東條様がいらっしゃったわ。お姉様、今日も素敵。
I can feel everyone's eyes stabbing into me. St. Agnes Academy for Girls was well known as a private school attended primarily by the well-to-do. It was, in essence, a rich girl school. Even among all those wealthy students, the Tojo name was still powerful and influential. When others looked my way, I knew they saw not me, but my family.
どうしましょう。ご挨拶したらご迷惑かしら。きっと大丈夫よ。一緒に頑張りましょう。そうよね。せーので行きますわよ。ごきげんよう、お姉様。
Good day.
声をかけていただいたわ。勇気を出してよかったですわね。
This is so exhausting.
相変わらずモテモテですわね。
She's so cute. Is this our friend? Sumuki. This is Sumiki Kano. She was the first friend I ever made, and before long, she became my most treasured compatriots. Breathing a sigh of relief for the first time that day, I smiled and waved. Good morning. It's been too long.
おはようございます。お元気そうで何よりです。私にするようにみんなにも手を振って差し上げたらきっと喜ばれましたよ。
I couldn't, so I won't.
私はそんなあなたも大好きですけれど。さあ、教室へ参りましょう。ここにいるとさらに目立ってしまいますわ。
I nodded and Sumuki and I walked into the building. Ah, that's right, Sumuki. It isn't much, but I got you a souvenir.
嬉しい。ありがとうございます。私もお土産がありますのよ。いつもので恐縮ですけれど。
No, this is lovely. Thank you. I don't go to Kyoto very often, and I really like this brand. So tell me, how was your home visit? Did they keep you busy as always?
長期休みになると ここぞとばかりに働かされて困りますわ。仕方がないことですけれど。
Goodness, I'm sorry. I know you have to suffer through it if you want to attend class here, but it must be so rough. Tsumugi came from a famous family of ikebana masters, flower arrangers. I love ikebana. Like me, she was an only child. She was already set to be the family's headmistress. Every summer and winter break, she had to return to her home in Kyoto to undergo training and help with the family business.
お仕事自体は構いませんのよ。お花は好きですし、将来のために顔つなぎが必要なのは心得ておりますもの。けれど何が悲しいって、夏と冬の有明に行けないことですわ。私の生きがいですのに。
What? I let my eyes slide away from Tsumugi. She's such a normal girl, except for that hobby of hers. I won't say what it is, but I will say that her unusual pastime has put me in more than one awkward situation. We're good friends, excellent friends. That said, there are some lines you just don't cross.
あ、もう時間ですわね。また後でゆっくりお話しいたしましょう。
I'm so lost. What's her weird hobby? Yes, let's. Please don't let her bring up her hobby. Hoping against hope that I'd be able to avoid that uncomfortable topic a little longer, I took my seat. What is it? What do you guys think it is? September 1st, 11 a.m., St. Agnes Academy for Girls. It seems noisier than usual.
ねえ、せっかくですから少し寄り道してランチをご一緒しません？
Oh, yeah, that sounds lovely. For now, why are people crowding around the front gates?
あら、本当。何かあるのかしら。
ちょっと早く来て。めっちゃやばいの、早く。
引っ張らないで。一体何事？
正門のところに超イケメンがいるの。しかも4人も。
Aw, yeah, they're here.
どなたかのお迎えかしら。それとも何かの撮影？
知らないけど、とにかく見に行こう。今なら紛れて写真撮れるか
も。ですって。みんな興味津々のようですわね。あなたはいかがです？
Are you seriously asking me that? Now, if we're going to stop and have a bit of lunch, I must let Kasuga know. They sound like overexcited orangutans. Oh my gosh, I have no idea who these hot guys are, but I wish they would finish their business and disperse. I'm trying to leave and they are in my way. Maybe I should call Kasuga and have him bring the cars to the back gate instead. I was taking my phone out of my pocket to do exactly that when it happened.
もしかしてあれじゃないですか？
おお、間違いねえな。
なんだか緊張するね。
準備は万端だ。さあ、姫君を迎えに行こう。
あの方たち、こちらに向かってきますわよ。
Huh? Tsumugi urgently tapped my shoulder. I looked up from my phone to see. Oh my god!
突然悪いな。
早速だけど。
せーの。
He's so cute! Middle two are my guys.
結婚してください。
結婚? What? Not the
プロ
sparkles.
ポーズよ。
あの東条様に？これは一体。
Oh my gosh, I got so sucked in. I literally wasn't even reading. I was just like playing it and reading it in my head. Tsumugi was tugging on my sleeve, babbling something. I hardly noticed she was there. I was too stunned. 4 roses shoved directly in my face, 4 pairs of expectant eyes searing into me. The growing crowd of spectators chattering and blushing at the sudden spectacle. everyone was waiting for me to respond. Ignore them, insist they have the wrong person, call for Kasuga. Oh my gosh, there's so many options. Take the red rose, take the yellow rose, take the white rose. Wait. Does that mean we could choose right now? Oh my gosh, well, I'm gonna go for the red one. Struck by a pang of curiosity, I took the red rose. I didn't know we would get this option so early on. This rose, what a lovely shade of red.
お嬢さん。
結婚よ。
東条様が
That's all it takes is to take a rose?
いえご婚約。お姉様お幸せに。
This is so ridiculous. What? I snapped back to reality, but it was too late.
まさかとは思ったが即答かよ。
残念だけど仕方ないよね。
こんなことって。
Oh my gosh, I feel bad for Nausea. He looks like kind of a crybaby, which is so cute. Excuse me? Wait a minute.
ありがとう。きっとこの出会いは運命だったんだ。
Huh?
必ず幸せにすると誓うよ、マイハニー。愛してる。
My honey. Wait, what? What in the world is going on? Tsumugi.
結婚式には呼んでくださいますね。
Tsumugi? What? We knew each other for 5 whole seconds, and he proposed. I accepted, and we were promptly engaged. And then... Wait, what's going on? Was this like a quick ending? Several years later, I became his bride. Surrounded by a flurry of flower petals, applause, and well wishes, I mumbled to myself, how did this even happen? Oh my gosh. This game is so cute so far. I think I have to go back though. Okay, now we're gonna get the next choice again. I wonder if I should try choosing another guy? Like maybe I'm not supposed to do him first? I think I'm just supposed to pick one of these first 3. I'm gonna call for Kasuga. Kasuga! I started to ask him what on earth all this commotion was about, but I quickly bit my tongue. He's not even here.
なんでしたら春日さんを探してまいりましょうか。
No, it's alright. Oh, she looks so embarrassed. This situation has seemingly left me far more flustered than I initially thought. I quickly turned my head to hide a blush of shame.
まあまあとりあえず落ち着けよう。じゃあ言っとくけどこれ現実だからな。
Okay, he's kind of hot too. I like his necklace. Reality. His flippant tone hit me like a splash of cold water. Now is not the time to panic. I was dealing with unknown and very forward strangers. I needed to collect my dignity and deal with them firmly. Who are you, gentlemen, exactly?
Huh?
How do you know my name? And what was the purpose of that tasteless prank a moment ago?
待ってくれ。俺たちは。
Only students and faculty are allowed on this campus. Do you have permission to be here?
それは。
落ち着いて順番にね。
あ？まずは俺から自己紹介を。
その必要はありません。
Kasuga! Oh, I just said that. She said it too.
予想以上の混乱ぶりですね。だから私は反対したのですよ。
Kasuga? What do you mean by that? Who are these gentlemen?
大丈夫です、お嬢様。まずはこの場を離脱いたしましょう。騒ぎが大きくなりすぎていますから。
Kasuga drew me to his side. Ooh, we hadn't taken 2 steps before one of the gentlemen spoke up.
おい春日、俺らはどうすんだよ。
こちらに向かう際に使った車で一度お戻りください。
Does he know them?
さあ、お嬢様、こちらへ。
Did Kasuga set this up? His hand on my back was firm, and his tone brooked no defiance. I twisted around to look behind me. Tsumugi, I'll see you tomorrow.
どうかご無事で。
I barely grabbed a moment to say goodbye to Tsumugi before Kasuga led me to a waiting car and helped me inside. September 1st, 1 p.m., Tojo Family Estate. An oppressive silence filled the car. No matter how many questions I asked, Kasuga simply said that he would explain later and refused to say another word. For some odd reason, he seemed even more put off about the sudden courtship rush than I was. It was frightening.
お嬢様。
Yes?
申し訳ありませんが、本日はこのまま母屋に向かってください。
The main house? Why ever for?
大旦那様がお待ちです。
Oh, not our dad. I'm scared. My personal residence was a smaller home located on the estate. I rarely ever visited the main house. Though we technically lived in the same place, I hadn't seen grandfather in quite some time. Okay, it's granddaddy, let's go. He still held firmly to his post at the head of the family despite his age. His days were very full, but more than that, what is this meddling old coot plotting this time? He and I simply do not see eye to eye, like ever.
久しいな、小娘。相変わらず生意気そうな目をしておる。
Not the OG-san. Yes, it has been a while, grandfather. I notice you still look a scheming villain. Oh, no, her saying that to her grandfather. I'm utterly shocked children don't scream and run at the sight of you. Oh my gosh, we're a savage, you guys.
泣いて逃げた本人が言うか。
Indeed. I like to think tolerating you has done much to improve my fortitude. Nervousness and sarcasm were wearingly familiar feelings that always accompanied an audience with grandfather. I couldn't afford to lose my focus for an instant. I stiffened my posture and took a deep breath, steeling myself as if for mortal combat. Well, grandfather, what grand reason do you have for summoning me here today?
そんなもの一つしかなかろう。どうじゃった？このわしが選んだ花婿候補たちは。
Excuse me?
好みの男はいたか？なかなかのイケメン揃いじゃったろう。誰でも好きなのを選ぶがよい。
They were definitely Ikemen. Wait, grandfather, you can't possibly be referring to those creepy, rose-pushing strangers from earlier.
何を言うか。立派なお前の花婿候補たちじゃ。このわしが。
I blinked, thinking that this must be what it felt like when something was truly jaw-dropping. But I was only frozen with shock for a moment. Rage soon thawed the ice inside my body before it rushed out in a torrent of vitriol aimed at the vulture before me. What on earth are you on about? Bridegrooms that you chose for me? Who asked you to dig them up and drag them over to me? Because I certainly did not ask.
ほう。どうやら不満のようじゃが、何が気に入らん？
Everything.
子供の癇癪でもあるまいし。
His dismissive attitude fanned my rage, but I reined in my fury with a deep breath. I must stay calm. I must be reasonable. I can't let grandfather control this conversation. First and foremost, I have no need of a bridegroom.
東条を継ぐ者として、いずれは婿を取り、身を固める覚悟はあるものと思っておったが。
No, I know that, and I accept it. However, it is much too soon to think about marriage. I'm still a high school student.
早すぎるということはあるまい。 もっと幼くして言い名付けを定められた者もおる。それにお前の友人である紬さんにも婚約者がおるじゃろうが。
Well, I'm not Tsumugi. Oh, she does? Was that her hobby? I felt a cold bead of sweat trickle down my spine. It was dirty of him to use Tsumugi against me.
ほうほう。まあよい。では他には何が問題なのじゃ。
I have a right to choose my own husband.
選べばよかろう。4人もおるのじゃから。
How do you expect me to choose between 4 men who are utter strangers to me?
何も即答せよとは言っておらん。まずはあの4人と交流を深め、吟味した上で決めればよかろう。
Why must it be one of those 4?
逆に問うが、なぜあやつらでは嫌なのじゃ。
Why don't you tell me why it has to be one of those 4? Why did you pick them? Because I do not believe people who would barge into a private campus and propose in such an obnoxious manner could come from intelligent, sensible stock.
あれはわしがそそのかしたのじゃ。それに
Of course he did.
あれくらいせんと、お前は逃げ回るだけじゃと思うてな。
Grandfather.
事実、これまでは逃げ回ってきたじゃろう。先ほどお前はまだ早いと申したが、家柄も人柄も火の打ちどころのない者たちであったはずじゃが。
Well, I did check with you beforehand, Grandfather. I asked if the interviews were mandatory. You told me that I was free to make my own choices.
確かにそう言った。そして断るからにはお前なりの理由があるのだろうとも思っておった。
Of course I did.
おう、どんな理由じゃ。まだ早い以外に何がある？
I've been trying to say that I want to look...
お前が自分で結婚相手を探す？はっ、笑わせるでない小娘が。
What? What do you mean by that?
学校は女子校。遊び相手といえば紬さんだけ。パーティーには顔を見せる程度。声をかけてくる男には目もくれず。
Okay, not him reading us to Phil.
そんなお前が一体どこでどのようにして叱るべき男を見つけてくるというのか。できるものならやってみよ。
That's kind of the point. I'm an inexperienced child, so why are you forcing me to get married right now?
逆難でも合コンでもよいぞ。ほれ、やってみよ。ほれほれ。
I would never stoop to anything that crass. Not a mixer.
ではどうやって向こうを選ぶのだ。出会う機会もなければ出会う気もない。身近な男は春日だけのお前が。
Well, maybe Kasuga is the one we want. Still, it's far too early. I have plenty of time to think about the matter after high school.
なんじゃ、大学デビュー狙いか？やめておけ。お前には無理じゃ。
Alright, don't make me throw this green tea at you, sir. Oh, I wasn't even aware you knew the meaning of the word makeover. That's not what I intended anyways.
ならどうするのじゃ。今できぬことが急にできるようになるのか？それとも、ああ、そういうことか。白馬の王子様を待っておるのか。運命の出会いというやつじゃな。は、顔に似合わず乙女チックじゃの。
I'm sorry, my looks are definitely going to get that for me, okay? Look how cute we are. Excuse me? What do my looks have to do with anything?
現実逃避もほどほどにしておくがよい。痛いぞ。
I felt a vein in my temple start to throb as I listened to his quote-unquote advice. I want to slap him right in his sneering face. Me too. I am not so hopelessly romantic that I would wait for a prince, and I am not trying to dodge reality. I simply do not wish to marry anyone that you have recommended, grandfather. I cannot believe that any of them would be decent people.
ほう。では見合いを受けるか？
That's another subject entirely.
ならばやはり合コンか。いや、逆なんか？
Why would I do such a thing?
時間は有限じゃぞ。いかに東条の跡継ぎとはいえ、誰もがその肩書きになびくわけではない。家柄、財力、能力、条件は多々あろうが、より良い相手を選ぼうとすれば選択肢、そしてそれほど条件の良いものならば、どの家からも是非にと壊れるはず。いつまでも選ぶ余地があると思うな。お前が現実から目を背けている間にも、良縁は我先にと結ばれてゆくのじゃ。
I balled my hands in my lap. I didn't like to admit it, but grandfather was right. I wasn't so stubborn that I'd refuse to acknowledge that much.
選ぶ余地があるうちに動け。それができぬならば受け入れよ。わしが言いたいのはそういうことじゃ。わしが選んだ者たちが気に入らぬなら、お前のお眼鏡にかなった者をすぐにでも連れてくるがよい。それができるものならな。
And with that, grandfather stood to leave. Grandfather! What a tyrant! My lips twisted into a frustrated frown. I thought I'd steeled myself for this inevitable day, but I suppose deep down a part of me still resisted. Grandfather must have noticed, even when I hadn't. What am I supposed to do?
お話はお済みですか？
Kazuka!
失礼します。大旦那様が出てこられましたので、もうよろしいですか？
Seeing Kasuga's familiar face, a face I trusted more than anyone's, caused the tension to lift from my shoulders. I'm tired. I'm going back to my room.
いえ、そういうわけには参りません。
What do you mean? Is something else on my schedule?
本日よりお嬢様のお部屋は、この東条本家にはございません。
What? Huh?
別邸を用意してありますので、これからそちらへご案内いたします。
Oh my gosh. Suffering another major shock so soon after the first left me without the energy to speak. All I could do was stare up at Kasuga in helpless surprise. I can't wait to see the vacation home. Oh, it's nice. September 1st, 3 p.m., the Tojo Vacation Home. Vacation home.
お気に召しましたか、お嬢様。こちら全3階建てとなっております。広さは本家とは比べ物になりませんが、不自由がない程度に設備。お嬢様には3階をご使用いただきます。こちらはお嬢様と私、そして私が許可したハウスキーパーのみが立ち入れる空間です。お嬢様のプライベートは完璧にお守りいたしますので、どうぞご安心ください。
She's giving him the silent treatment. Kasuga.
はい。
That is not the issue today.
承知しておりますが、現実逃避は何の解決にもなりませんので。
Yes, I know that. I know that, but...
花婿候補たちの部屋は2階にまとめました。つまり、1階が共有スペースとなります。ルールを守り、健全かつ節度ある共同生活を。
How could I enjoy anything?
すでにお嬢様のお荷物はすべて運び入れてあります。さあ、参りましょう。
This is so sad. Is Kasuga gonna stay with us, or is she gonna have to be separated from him again? Kasuga? The door to my future opened with cold indifference. When Kasuga asked me to follow him, he was essentially giving me a gentle push into a gaping maw of uncertainty. Kasuga, show me straight to my room, please. I want to change clothes, I didn't want to see those men. Not yet. I wanted at least a few moments to mentally brace myself. But fate was not so kind. My simple wish was almost immediately denied.
やっぱりそうだ。お嬢さん。
Hi, Natsuya, you're so cute. There they are.
いらっしゃい。じゃなくて、お帰りなさい。みんな待ってたんですよ。こっちこっち。早く来てください。もうさっきから石谷さんとタイガさんがうるさくって。
The man whose name I didn't even know reached out to take my hand like it was the most natural thing in the world. What am I supposed to do?
失礼ながら、お嬢様はまだ靴さえ脱いでおられませんので。
そっか、すいません。わかりました。みんな、お嬢さんが帰ってきましたよ。
Kasuga, I really want to go to my room. Why does she keep saying rooms? I just have to say room because I don't like rooms with an S.
往生際が悪いですよ、お嬢様。
Crumbling under the pressure behind Kasuga's smile, I glumly slipped off my shoes and plodded over to the living room I desperately wanted to avoid. Okay, good, nice.
来た来た。遅かったじゃねえかよ、あじゃ
あ。お帰りなさい、小鳥ちゃん。疲れてるんじゃない？
お嬢さんの席ならもう用意してあるよ。もちろん、俺の隣にね。
Oh my gosh, I love him so much with the navy hair. I think, is it Ichiya? Ichiya's the name?
どこに座ってもらうかはさっきじゃんけんで決めたじゃないですか。俺の隣。
お静かに。盛り上がるのは結構ですが、皆様はまだ名乗ってもおられないことを
そう言われてみれば。
なんだよ、じいさんと話したんだろ、俺ら。
Sorry, I keep clicking too fast and cutting them off, but it's like not easy to go back once I mess up. I'll be more mindful of it next time. I was informed that the four of you are the suitors that grandfather chose for me, but that's all I was told.
大旦那様のことですから、そういうことは本人同士が顔を合わせてやるべきと思われたのでしょう。
I doubt it. He just wanted to watch me squirm.
そっか。なら改めて自己紹介だね。僕も早く小鳥ちゃんに名前で呼んでほしいし。
ですね。はいはい、俺いいですか？さっきじゃんけんで勝ったし。
ああ、まあいいんじゃね。行け、なゆた。
はい、八神なゆた、20歳です。体を動かすのが好きで元気なのが一番の取り柄です。あとはすごく健康です。風邪一つひいたことないくらい。
He's so cute. He is 20 years old. That reminds me of the fact that literally in like 2 days, I'm going to be posting the Brothers Conflict episode where Subaru turns 20. So yeah, look out for that.
なので、1年365日、いつでもお嬢さんのお役に立てると思います。よろしくお願いします。
Yagami, He certainly does seem energetic. I gave him a small, regal nod. His face lit up in a bright smile.
次は僕。眉住シオンだよ。22歳。半分フランス人で国籍もフランスなんだ。日本に来たのは割と最近かな。
Not Tamaki Suo over here.
僕はナユタほど分かりやすくアピールできることはないかな。強いて言うなら綺麗なものが好き。
もののあれ？
だから君のことも好きだよ、小鳥ちゃん。よかったら今度君を綺麗に飾らせてね。
Mayuzumi himself looks far prettier than I do. I give him a small nod, hiding my befuddlement at his perfectly sculpted smile.
次俺でいいのか？
The one who keeps calling us babe.
あ、どうぞ。
なら遠慮なく行くぜ。イスルギタイガー23。好きな言葉は一発逆転。よろしくな。つか、俺も特に言うことねえな。こいつらに比べりゃごくごく普通の一般人だ。まあ仲良くやれるかどうかはお嬢次第だけどな。
I get the impression Isurugi is challenging me. When he looked at me with a little smirk on his lips, I couldn't stop my brow from furrowing.
最後はお前だ、一夜。てっきり真っ先に行くと思ってたのによ。
まさに真打ち登場にふさわしいだろう。
I wonder if this is a suggested play order. As an Ichiya last? No, I can't.
ああ、なる。
待たせたね、お嬢さん。俺の名前は三森一也。年は26歳。来れるようなことはあまりないけど、そうだな。きっとここにいる誰より君を愛する自信ならあるよ。
Oh, I'm sorry I cut you off earlier, Ichiya. Gosh, I gotta stop pressing A so fast.
君と添い遂げる未来が現実になるように、最大限の努力をすると誓おう。俺を選んで後悔はさせないように。ね。
Something about him rubs me the wrong way. What? He's rubbing me the right way, okay? He gave me a perfectly timed wink. I felt a cold shiver run up my spine.
以上が今回花婿候補に選ばれた方々です。
I like that there's just 4. Because sometimes it's a little overwhelming when there's like 8.
改めまして、こちらが東条家ご令嬢。東条家の後継者と目され、私が手塩にかけて育てたお嬢様です。
I wonder how old Kasuga is, considering that. I'm not certain he needed to add that last part.
くれぐれも節度をわきまえ、健全かつ常識的な範囲での接触を心がけてください。
はーい。
結構良いお返事です。ではお嬢様、彼らに何か質問などあればどうぞ。
Huh? This has all been so sudden.
何でも聞いてくれて構わないよ。君の質問になら喜んで答えるさ。
一夜、ちょっと気合が入りすぎ。見てて疲れるかな。
心外だな。俺はあくまで自然体でいるつもりだけど。
いや、うざさが3割増しくらいになってんぞ。
Sketch.
確かにいつもよりキラキラしてます。
そうか。お嬢さんに会えた喜びが全身から溢れてしまっているみたいだ。
Okay, you guys. So I think I'm gonna end it here just because it's getting really long, but I'll probably film another episode real soon and post it. I'm not sure if the second episode of this or Brothers Conflict will come first. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this playthrough. I'm definitely gonna keep playing it just because I really enjoy it. I love this game so far. It's pretty much the antithesis of everything that I haven't liked about recent Ultimate releases. So yeah, comment your favorite guy below, and yeah, I can't wait to react in the comments together. Talk soon, bye!